Finally, markets are coming to a close, and we had a pretty consolidated week outside of some news that just came in from the pound. Let's talk about it here at Capital Markets. Traders, welcome back, guys, to Capital Markets. It's your host, Cleveland Bishop. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Markets are wrapping up, and here at Capital Markets, we're still going to be pushing out to you guys the fundamental and the technical analysis so you guys can stay up to date exactly what's happening in these FX markets. All right, so make sure you guys stay subscribed so you guys can be notified that this information is coming out. And also, if you guys ever have any comments, comment down below. My team is going to be right there to answer. All right, so we had some pretty calm markets this week. If you guys take a look at really all markets here, take a look at the EURUSD, for example, you guys can see very, very intense consolidation. We do think that we might see a break higher just based off the fact that the $1.15 level might be a fairly impenetrable level for the US dollar at the moment. The US data just came out with some pretty bad data in regards to their economic reports, and that saw the US dollar sell off just a little bit. That pushed us back up into structure over there on that EURUSD. And we could see that market break. Right now we're trading right around the 1630s, the 1640s. Any more bad data from the US dollar, any kind of positive data from the euro, can see this market trade higher up into that next range, which is right around the 1730s, 1740s. The high of that range is the 18 flats. So that is something we are going to keep an eye out on. In regards to the pound, that was another pair that was, again, fairly consolidated throughout the week up until we had a speaking engagement from Carnegie. Carnegie did mention that he does see some positive things happening in regards to inflation. He does see some positive things happening in regards to the overall economic outlook. And we did see an up move there for the GBP. We mentioned a few days ago that we could see the GBP CHF trade higher, but with some positive CHF data, we had markets stay inside of this here range. Here's a screenshot. But we also mentioned that if we didn't get that up move on the GBP CHF, we could see that up move happening on the GBP NZD. The NZD has not been performing too well. We thought that we could see a little bit more of a sell-off over there on the New Zealand dollar, and we actually did. Markets did break higher on the GBP NZD, and are now currently functioning inside of a previous range from when markets originally sold off. It's pretty interesting. We could see a continuation there if we continue to see more positive data coming out for the British pound. We had a massive central bank meeting that happened on Wednesday. We had JPY, the US dollar, the GBP, and we had the euro. All those central bankers were meeting at 9:30, and surprisingly, we didn't get too much of a market fluctuation. That was the big data release that we were looking forward to, and just like always, you never know exactly what is going to be happening in regards to these data releases. If they don't surprise markets with any new information, then there's no information to calculate into the marketplace. So you can have these big events, you can have these different monetary meeting minutes, but if the Fed is boring or if these central bankers are boring, we're not going to get too much of a move, and that's exactly what happened. So we're going to be looking to next week to see exactly what goes down in regards to these central bankers, because there are a few more meetings coming up. Now, today, Friday, we still do have some CAD data that's going to be coming out. CAD has a very, very busy day Friday. We have CPI, we have retail sales, we have common CPI, we have core CPI. All these data releases are looking fairly positive. Right now, CPI outlook for CAD is 0.4. Any kind of positive data for the CAD right now is what is needed. Here's a quick screenshot of the USD CAD. You guys can see markets trading higher a bit, and that's not quite US dollar strength. CAD has been weakening over the past few days, and any kind of positive CAD data will allow that USD CAD to start to pull back down into structure. That could be a move that you play over in your capital markets broker. So from a global market perspective, again, market's fairly consolidated. There were some plays on the GBP. There might be some plays over there on the CAD, but when it comes to the euro fairly stuck. When it comes to JPY was one pair that we were keeping an eye on. We saw a lot of risk get priced into the market. When risk gets priced into the market, that Japanese currency starts to increase in value, and we did see the Japanese yen start to increase. Here's a quick screenshot of the USD JPY. You can see markets trading higher here, and that's because of the different tariff and trade war negotiations happening with China and the United States. So that's pretty eventful. That just happened yesterday. It started off on Monday. Markets sold off 3 days in a row, and they're now somewhat stuck in the current range that they have been in for quite some time. So next week, folks, we do have a pretty exciting week. I would love for you guys to be there. Make sure you guys stay subscribed. If you guys ever need a broker, ever need a trading platform, head over to capital-markets.com. We're one of the best brokers in the entire industry. We route from some of the best liquidity providers. Okay, that means you get instant fills, and then also we have some of the tightest spreads. And what that means is you're going to get immediately executed and at a cheaper price. All right, guys, head over to capital-markets.com. I'm your host, Cleveland Bishop. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.